Russian occupation authorities in the Ukrainian city of Kherson on Saturday told civilians to leave immediately because of what they call the tense military situation as Ukrainian forces advanced. Thousands of civilians have been evacuating the Dnipro River for days after being warned of a Ukrainian offensive to retake the city. The latest warning was delivered with renewed urgency. Take care of the safety of your family and friends. Do not forget documents, money, valuables, and clothes, said the authorities installed in Russia. In Oleshki, on the opposite bank of the Dnipro, Reuters saw people arriving on riverboats from Kherson loaded with boxes, bags, and pets. A woman carried a toddler under one arm and a dog under the other. Some boats were loaded with vegetables and pallets of groceries. Employees of the Russian Emergencies Ministry carried elderly people and children in strollers off the ships. Families then waited to board buses to Russia's annexed Crimea. "I really didn't want to leave. I'm still in work," a resident told Reuters. "We wanted to stay here in the region, but now we don't know." The Battle of Kherson, which was under Russian control for most of the 8-month war, appears to be reaching a critical juncture as advancing Ukrainian forces threaten to pin Russian troops on the west bank of the Dnieper. The region's Russian-installed leaders said this week that Russia plans to move an estimated 10,000 residents a day from Kherson, and that Russia is preparing to take in residents in anticipation of Ukraine's counterattack. Despite the latest warning, the occupation authorities invited those still in the city to an evening of Russian literature, music, and art at Kherson's Palace of Culture on Saturday, complete with a book reading and an orchestral performance. Ukraine imposed an information blackout from the Kherson front. But Russian Commander General Sergei Surovikin said this week the situation in Kherson is already difficult, and Russia there is not ruling out difficult decisions. In a briefing on Saturday, Russia's defense ministry said its forces repelled a Ukrainian attempt to breach its line of control in the Kherson region. Reuters could not independently confirm the battlefield claims. Kherson is the only provincial capital that Russia has captured intact and held since its February 24th invasion. The Kherson region was one of 4 that President Vladimir Putin said last month that Moscow claims forever as its own territory. Putin has said he is ready to resort to nuclear weapons if necessary to defend what Russia claims as its own country. The declared annexation was condemned as illegal by Ukraine, its allies, and the United Nations General Assembly.